Hey, it's time. It's time for my weekly NFL picks. So, in this video, I'll be predicting winners and losers for week 4 NFL season 2025. Kicking it off with Thursday Night Football, it's going to be the Seahawks at the Cardinals, and I think the Seahawks will win. The Cardinals were disappointing last week, I would say. I mean, they gave up the game at the end there to San Fran with the backup quarterback in. So that just kind of like, I don't know, put me down with them. So I'll take Seahawks. And then the Ireland game, it's going to be Minnesota at Pittsburgh. I'm taking the Vikings. Pittsburgh, they, I don't know, they got lucky against New England. They got like what? New England had like three drives where they made it to like the one or the two, and Pittsburgh stopped them. They got like a fumble recovery or something. I know Pittsburgh defense is supposed to do stuff like that, but the two previous weeks before, I mean, we didn't see much of it with Minnesota blowing out Cincinnati the way that they did last week. And, maybe Aaron Rodgers is old and he'll have jet lag. So I'll take the Vikings. Washington Commanders at Atlanta Falcons. Washington won last week with the backup in, which was kind of surprising to me, even with them being favored. Atlanta's just a mess. I don't know what's going on with Atlanta. They're just in this spot where they're bad every year. They're not so bad, but they're not good either. Like 8, 9 wins every year, or 7 or 6. And this year could be even worse. It's got to be some changes in Atlanta. I don't think it's working. I don't believe it. So I got Washington for sure, even if it's the backup. And if Jaden plays, even better. Saints at Bills. This is one of the 3 locks that I have this week. One of my survivor entries, Buffalo Bills. I feel like I'm picking them every week. They got some cakewalks. Cleveland at Detroit. This is lock 2 of 3 for the week. I got Detroit Lions. I'm fully expecting Detroit to steamroll Cleveland. Carolina Panthers at New England Patriots. This is like last week where I wanted to pick Carolina, but I didn't. And then Carolina smoked Atlanta. But I'm still not picking Carolina. New England, you know, they did mess up. I mean, they had the game against Pittsburgh, I would say. They had so many chances in goal to go situations, and they blew it. But I don't know. I think they'll get back on track, so I'll take the Patriots. Chargers at Giants. This is lock 3 of 3. And they're all 1 o'clock games. I got the Chargers to beat the Giants. The Giants are putting Jackson Dart in. No more Russell Wilson. The Giants are a huge disappointment. Everyone thought like maybe that they could be better. The defense didn't show up like at all this season so far. So so yeah, Chargers for that one. Eagles at Buccaneers. Got to roll with the champs. Like everything's going their way right now. I wish I would have picked them to win the division before the season started, but I didn't know Micah Parsons wasn't going to be on Dallas. I mean, it's like Dallas just gave their season away. I felt like they were in contention to win the division and even the Super Bowl. So it kind of sucks that we didn't get to see that and that they're kind of like terrible. Um, so that doesn't matter. I got the Eagles in this game. Titans at Texans in the battle of 0-3 teams. Don't really care about this right now. Um, and it's so boring. And the NFL is like the most boring it's ever been since I've been watching it my whole life. Um, I got the Texans, and it doesn't matter. This game doesn't really matter to me right now. Um, Colts at Rams. Um, this is like could be the time where maybe like Indianapolis gets a loss and like they'll be exposed as flukes because they're probably not that good. They always do this kind of stuff, but can we really count on them? No, we can't. Same Colts. I don't care if Daniel Jones is the quarterback. I got the Rams in this one. Matt Stafford, Detroit to Los Angeles, gonna pick them apart. I got you, Matt. I'm right there with you. I want to move from Michigan to California too. Someone get me out of here. Moving on to Jaguars at 49ers. San Francisco lost Nick Bosa for the year. I don't know if the Mac Jones will still be playing. I don't care. San Fran has had it so easy, and like this has to stop here. I got the Jaguars to win this game, to pick up their offense, to complement their defense that no one was expecting to be good, and Jags for the division. Let's go, Jags. Baltimore Ravens at Kansas City Chiefs. Another boring moment for the NFL. Um, because it's two 1-2 teams, and we've seen these two teams be good every year, and then one of them is going to be 1-3. Players are, Kansas City still missing players with Rashee Rice on suspension, and who knows if Worthy is going to be back. And Baltimore is going to be like, what are we going to do? We're sick of this. And, well, now you guys are boring and losers. So, um, anyway, I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs to win this game. The Chiefs will get back on track. The Chiefs will win the division. And maybe the Ravens will get back on track. But I just want to clown them a little right now. So I got Chiefs for that one. Bears at Las Vegas. I feel like the league would be a lot more fun if Las Vegas wasn't pathetic year in and year out. Like, okay, Las Vegas, you could have drafted Shador Sanders. That would have been like, I don't know, like, would you have been have that much worse off with Geno Smith? You picked up an interception throwing machine who's like older to be your quarterback. You didn't have a solution at quarterback. You could have made a better decision. The defense is bad like it always is. You got like Max Crosby making sacks. The defense sucks. I keep picking the Raiders, and they keep losing and letting me down. Tom Brady's the owner. For the love of God, guys, you got to get it together. Like, I don't want to see the Raiders just be losers every year. And the Bears did look impressive last week, so I got to take the Bears. Green Bay at Dallas. Dallas, I was watching the game last week, and I was rooting for you guys, and then you got the ball taken away from you. Like, after you got a great stop, so it was going great. You had the ball and you were driving down the field. The game's going your way and everything's going good. Then one of the Bears takes the ball out of your hand, like when you were running with it. I can't believe that happened in the NFL to one of the NFL players. And then you got smoked by Chicago, and like, it was terrible. So I mean, I can't pick you. You guys don't have a defense this year. Your offense is not inspired besides Dak Prescott. I'll take Green Bay Packers. And Green Bay, you made me look bad last week. I had you for my survivor pool for 3 entries, and you lost to the Browns. So, I mean, in a way, I'm glad you lost, because I don't want the NFL story this year to be about the Green Bay Packers and the Green Bay Packers being the best team and the Super Bowl favorites, because, I don't know, that's like more so what I was expecting from them before the season started, the sluggish Packers. But I still got them for Sunday Night Football to beat the Cowboys. And then Monday Night Football, there's 2 games. Jets at Dolphins, 2 really bad teams. So thankfully there's another Monday night game. But I can't pick the Jets. They're not prepared to win, like, not even this kind of game, even if the Dolphins are bad. I think the Dolphins are a little more serious. I got Miami on this one. And then Bengals at Broncos. I guess you could call it the main event. But without Joey B, it's just another reason why the NFL is getting more boring. I got the Broncos in this one. Hopefully the season picks up and the excitement starts kicking in. We need some cool things to happen. Hopefully I get some picks right. I haven't been picking right. But maybe it doesn't have to be about picking right. Hopefully this week will be better. And I'll catch you guys next week for my week 5 picks. Next week, Wednesday. Thank you so much for watching and walking, I guess. And see you guys.